What's up, guys? This one's for all my runners out there. So, I know if you're like me, warm up, what's that? Alright, let's go, right? And then like half a mile down the road, you're like, wow, my back's already getting tight. I can't understand why that would ever be. Well, runners, you need to warm up. So here's a little fun warm-up routine. It's not really fun, but it's a really good warm-up routine to help keep you loose and moving well so that when you start your run, you're having a very productive run rather than having to slow your pace a half mile in because you weren't ready for it. So I generally like to start with just kind of like a little bit of the slower stuff first, or like the easy moving stuff first, I should say. So just like a light swing to start here, right? So touch the toe, swing back, and kick through. And we'll do 10 of these each side. If you're really good at this, what we can do is we can add in an opposite toe touch as well with it, right? So that'll look like this. I'm gonna kick my foot back, swing, kick through. If you're being a little clumsy, it's not quite there. So 10 of those each side. After you do that, you can always like grab onto something and do your sideways ones to kind of open up everything there. From there, I like to go into my lunge series. So I'm going to hit my step back lunge and reaches for 5 each side. I'm going to hit my crossover lunges. And generally, the other thing too, guys, is like, you know your body. You know when you start to feel those little stitches in there start to work their way out because you're getting warm enough. Make sure that you do enough of the reps that you're going to feel those stitches kind of loosen themselves out. Because from there, you're going to hit your side lunges. Now again, if you're tight on space, if you're using a treadmill at home, or if you're just doing it warm up in your garage, you're not going to have as much room to move. But all of these ones we can make movement based, right? Where we're doing a walking leg swing through, we're doing a walking lunge, we're doing walking side lunges, crossover lunges, stuff like that. From there, after that lunge series, guys, I'm going to come down into the floor, and I'm going to hit my Yasi flow here again. Again, do enough that's going to help loosen you up here, okay? After that, hit an interim walkout. Make sure as you walk up, we're keeping our knees locked and moving just our toes. I want your calves to warm up a little bit there too, kind of just get some movement in them. After all of that then, okay, so after all of that, we want to get a little bit more like speed into it, maybe bring our heart rate up a little bit. So you can just do, your high knees in place. You can do the A skips. And really work on that big arm swing so we're starting to loosen up the shoulders. In between a couple of those, find your Egyptians in there, and then keep moving with it if you want to get some of that like frontal plane movement with your karaoke drill. Works great there as well. Lastly here, guys, I like to finish up with just some Cossacks, side to side, usually about 5 each way, pushing across, back and forth. There's probably not any good science to it. It just always seems to be my best runs are the ones that I finish with doing Cossacks first. So follow that little routine for you runners out there. For those of you guys that before a class coming up here, right, it looks like to be a little heavier cardio type workout. It's a great routine as well to help keep those hips, lower backs nice and loose through the whole thing and bring your heart rate up a little bit so we're in the right energy system when we get started. Stay strong, guys.